Royal Village apartment complex is situated in the most beautiful and most exclusive part of Montenegrin coast in the immediate vicinity of St. Stefan. The surface of the location is 24,790 square meters. Planning documentation recognizes complete arrangement and organization of the location, regulations for apartment buildings with different uses, as well as infrastructure and traffic equipment and solutions. The area of the Royal Village apartment complex is divided into several different, yet compatible zones. Following facilities are planned on the Royal Village: 18 to 20 tourist apartment buildings with a total overall surface of 25,000 square meters, 23 villas with a total overall surface of 3,500 square meters, 3 buildings with services and commercial facilities with a total overall surface of 4,500 square meters. Buildings have a total overall surface of 33,000 square meters. Swimming pools. Swimming pool includes recreation complexes, that is a swimming pool system internally connected with artificial brooks. Swimming pools are connected into a unique system which has parts for massage and turbojets on certain points. Plateau areas surround swimming pools. They follow the terrain inclination and correspond entirely with nature. Services and commercial facilities. Several parts form this zone. Each one of them can supply a specific part of the apartment complex. In the part of the turning point of the street, near the coastline, an attractive commercial building with a very interesting view is situated. 3 buildings with services and commercial facilities have a total overall surface of 4,500 square meters. Commercial facilities are situated in the most attractive points of the Royal Village. They have exceptional views and therefore offer a high level of possibilities concerning positioning and exploitation of restaurants, cafes, shops, etc. Villas. Planned buildings. Villas are located in a way that they form a separate ambience entity with corresponding green areas. 23 villas have a total overall surface of 3,500 square meters. The villas form an ambience entity. Pedestrian access is planned because of the distinctive terrain inclination. The villas form 5 rows, all oriented towards the sea. Access to accommodation units is through front yards. The dominant number of levels, floors, is 2. In the villas area, 2 small roof swimming pools are situated. Apartments. The biggest part of the complex area is intended for constructing tourist buildings with the apartments. Every building is linked to the planned internal street and has its own garage. The zone determined for apartment buildings takes into account appropriate green areas around the buildings, as well as proper orientation of buildings and views towards the sea. 18 to 20 tourist apartment buildings have a total overall surface of 25,000 square meters. The buildings have from 4 to 7 levels. The buildings form roofs on the sides of the street. The rows are interrupted by green and pedestrian areas and corridors. According to the high standards for tourist accommodation and facilities, a typical accommodation unit should have 50 square meters for 2, 3 or more users. In this case, the apartment complex would have around 500 accommodation units, which is equivalent to approximately 1,500 inhabitants or users. Sport and children playgrounds. Recreation areas include sport facilities in the open air, as well as 2 playgrounds for children. Additional services for playgrounds can be arranged. Playgrounds are located in the immediate distance of swimming pools and restaurants. All existing quality seedlings and olives and pines cannot be endangered by planned construction and buildings. An increase of the existing vegetation and plant area is planned, as well as an increase of its quality. The position of buildings and their size leaves enough space for shaping and modeling green ambience entities. Considerable green areas are planned by recreation zones. Planned plateau areas in recreation zones and sport facilities follow the terrain inclination and shape, and therefore leave spatial possibilities for organized green areas. Since all buildings gradually slide in vertical direction, the planned accommodation units will have huge terraces with vegetation pots and wine frames.